Hello and welcome fans and friends, my name is 8-Bit Ben, and today I'm finally back to finish off what I've started with the past few videos, and that is one very big point about the 3DS that I feel that I need to address. I've been doing a lot of research, and I feel like I have enough evidence to kind of prove this point that I need to make, and it's something that Nintendo needs to consider very soon. So first question you might ask me is, why did I look over 1,000 games in the 3DS library? The reason I did that was so that I can take note of every single first-party Nintendo game. That means every single game that Nintendo themselves has made and released, at least in physical form, because there's far too many games that they have released to really kind of count that they released through their eShop service. The eShop itself holds about 1,006 games, I think. I could be wrong about that. It says here in Wikipedia that it holds about 1,006 games in all. I'm not sure if that includes applications, but the point is Nintendo themselves have actually released a lot of software for this one console, and that maybe it's time to move on, and I will show you what I mean. Okay, so as you can see here, this is all the software that Nintendo made for the 3DS from 2011 to 2016. I don't think I included 2017 there because those games haven't came out yet, but if you can see here, there was a lot of Mario games, a couple of Zelda games, and even some Animal Crossing. And we also had Kid Icarus and other series come back. Steel Diver was a new one, kind of underappreciated title. Look at all this, and look at past Nintendo consoles and handhelds. This looks like a pretty full library when it comes to Nintendo. We have like those Mario RPGs, you have the Zelda games, you have the Mario Kart, you got some original games and stuff like that. And at this point of the console's life, it's really old. Like, it's really old. It's 6 years old. And from the start, the 3DS had outdated technology. And this was one of the only strengths of the PS Vita, was that it kind of used more modern technology and the games looked a lot better than that. Those games will actually, for once, age better when applied in the future, where 3DS games already kind of look a bit pixely. And it's due to the limited technology that Nintendo put into the 3DS. Now, don't get me wrong, at the time of the release of the 3DS, the 3D technology was very revolutionary, but we're well past that gimmick now, and we're moving on to the Switch, which of course is Nintendo's next handheld, even though they kind of call it a console. The reason I consider it to be a handheld is because you can take it on the go, and the unit itself looks like a tablet that you can literally just take off the dock. You can bring it anywhere. So yeah, we'll move on to the next point. So despite it being an evergreen handheld, the 3DS, it's going to get to the point where no one wants to play it because the games look so bad on it. It's holding the system back simply because of the technology that it used. When it started with the same technology, it's basically ending with the same technology, even though we've got the new Nintendo 3DS and the new Nintendo 3DS XL, which have been barely utilized. Those extra features have been barely utilized. All they've really done has given you an extra stick. There's a little bit of extra processing power. Now, we actually kind of noticed that recently Nintendo have taken away the 3D feature from certain games. Game Freak did it with Pokemon Sun and Moon. Off the top of my head, I can't think what other games did it, but I know there's been a couple recently, and it's showing that people aren't really using the 3D slider, and basically the gimmick of a 3DS is no longer what is selling it, and we need to move on to better hardware, and that better hardware is the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo's next generation handheld using past generations technology. When we're talking about like PS3 and Xbox 360 style graphics on a handheld, which is still extremely impressive even nowadays, even though the PS Vita is being pretty close to that sort of standard of power. We're going to have Nintendo exclusives on this console. That's what the Vita doesn't have, and we'll also be able to take these games anywhere in cartridge form, which means that they're not going to be as easily damaged. They're probably going to be more likely lost, if anything. I think it's actually a good thing that Nintendo is going back to cartridges, as they've been using cartridges on handhelds for like ever. I don't think they've ever used discs as far as I can remember. But they need to move on from the 3DS so they can fully concentrate on their Switch console. I think Nintendo should probably go full mobile, but also have the capability of being able to play your games on the TV. Seeing as Nintendo can't actually compete with Microsoft and Sony, No matter how much fanboys like me kind of deny it, Nintendo kind of just can't really compete with Sony and Microsoft. They're just really big companies, and Nintendo, yes, they've always been a game company pretty much, except for the beginning days where they used to make trading cards and stuff. But they were a toy company, a game company, trading card company, whatever Nintendo is. Right now, they're a gaming company, most and foremost, and that's what they need to concentrate on. If they want to stay competitive in the market, they want to have a presence, they need to put emphasis on the Switch and show that they're making good hardware again that will attract everyone. So basically, that's where we're going to end this video, guys. It's been an interesting past couple of videos. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself by saying I'm not going to do a series of videos, but this is only a short series of videos kind of putting a point out there that Nintendo needs to kind of drop their old systems for the new one so that they can concentrate on something, because it's more financially, I'm trying to think, more financially logical basically, and I want Nintendo to succeed again since the Wii U did so badly. That's all I want, Nintendo. Please just concentrate your efforts in the right places and you'll do well again. They will still remember you, and I will always love Nintendo no matter what, but I have to watch what sort of decisions you make, otherwise you won't stay consistent. Okay? Thanks for listening. Like, comment, and subscribe, but only do that if you want to. So yeah, guys, I haven't done one of these before, but this is what you call an end card, and I'd like you guys to maybe actually click on one of these videos. I do put a lot of time and work into them. I just would like to see more people watch them. So if you do, thank you very much, and catch you there next time.